surrender. You just end up being like, you know what, forget this, man. I don't care. Like, whatever. If it happened, it happened. And then right when you get to that point, that's when the blessing reveals itself. You know? And the reason why is because you have to value that blessing. You have to value it. You have to value that situation that you go through. That's why we always talk about the highs and the lows. You can't get upset at the lows. You can't feel so depressed about the lows when the lows is what actually prepare you for your highs. You got to stay grounded in order to be in the sky. You got to be able to know what the ground feels like. You got to be able to have humility. You got to you know what I'm saying? The bounce back. Exactly. And that bounce back, a lot of times you have to come down to the ground to go back up to the sky, because that bounce back is what develops character within you. That bounce back is what allows you to have a level of grit to you. That bounce back is what allows you to have that level of fearlessness in you. Now you didn't seen the worst of the worst. Now nothing can scare you. Now that means that the way that you go after your goals is so animal like. It's like an animal because you have no fear. You know, I don't know who need to hear this, but it's just like, I truly feel deep within my spirit, like real talk, like this is not oh, this is just what I think. Like, this is honestly what's been on my heart and on my spirit. You can't trust what you see right now, because what you see is not really accurate to what's going on behind closed doors. I have a feeling. How do I remove this? Hold on. I'm trying to. All right. I have a feeling that a lot of things are about to unfold. A lot of things are about to reveal themselves. A lot of things are about to really pop out, and you're going to see things for the true nature. And when you see things for the true nature, you're going to be like, I knew it. A lot of times it takes time for you to see things for what it really is. That's why you can't always trust first impressions. So just because the situation looks like what it looks like does not mean that that's what it is. And I always use the example of salt looks like sugar. Sugar looks like salt. And the reason why I say this is because you're over here thinking that things are going bad for you, when in reality there's a whole blessing being formulated on your behalf. But just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not happening. A lot of times the most priceless things are the things that we can't even see. The most infinite moments in our lives were feelings that we felt, but feelings you can't see. Emotions you can't see unless somebody is physically reenacting it. But the reason why I say this is because I need you to put a little bit more faith in the unknown. The unknown is where miracles happen. The unknown is where you can see things truly play out in a way that you would have never thought. You say you say you believe in miracles, but you're not opening yourself up to a miracle. You know what I'm saying? You say you believe in miracles, yet you don't open yourself up to miracles. You don't entertain the idea of miracles. You don't even visualize a miracle. And you don't always have to know how things are going to happen on your behalf. A lot of times the things that are blessings for us and they end up coming to us, we don't even know how they were formulated, because that's none of our business. Sometimes the way things are formulated has nothing to do with you. You're just a receiver. And a lot of times it comes through a person. A lot of times what you're asking for comes through a person. This whole time you over here expecting some money in the bank, you expecting some money in the mail, and the universe done brought you a person who's going to teach you how to achieve and have all those things that you desire. Little did you know the things that was happening on your behalf that you couldn't see. But because of your lack of faith, you don't allow yourself to see. To allow yourself to have faith is to trust that things are going to happen on your behalf in a good way. But for you to have worry signals to your physical body that you are in danger. So how many of y'all are entertaining the emotion of danger and don't even realize that you're putting your brain, your body, and your reality into survival mode? But when you are at a state of calmness, you know what you tell your body and you know what you tell your environment. Remember, your aura. People can feel your aura, but what makes up of your aura? Your personal reality, your personality, your mood, your thoughts, the things you speak. All of these things make up your aura, and your aura can be felt by other people, and your aura can attract certain things to you, and your aura can repel certain things from you. So you have to make sure that your aura is in an inviting space. You have to make sure that your aura is allowing things into it that are good for it and is not magnetizing negativity. So what are the words that you're speaking? What are the things that you're seeing? What environments are you putting yourself around? Because whatever it is that you're feeding yourself, let's call it your mental diet. Your mental diet. Let's call it your mental diet, right? Your mental diet is, you see, we worry about our physical diet. We worry about our body, our shape, and granted, we should worry about our health also, but you have to make sure that you're also worrying about your mental health, your spiritual health. Just how you focus on your physical diet, you have to make sure that you focus on your spiritual diet, your mental diet. What things are you allowing to penetrate your subconscious mind? Because if you listen to something long enough, it will eventually start to become a thought that you have. And after it becomes a thought, you're going to entertain it, and then it becomes a mood, right? And then it becomes a way of life. So if somebody continuously tells you that you need to be frugal, be frugal, eventually you're going to hear frugal so much that it's going to become a part of your subconscious thoughts. And then after that thought gets in, you've watched Inception before. I'm sorry, I got water in my ear. You've watched Inception before. I just washed my hair. You've watched Inception before. The whole movie of Inception was about planting a thought, planting an idea in someone's head. Now, this is real life. You're able to plant ideas into other people's heads just the same way as you're able to plant ideas into your head. But let's stick to planting ideas in your head. Planting ideas in your head is such a powerful thing to do because when you plant an idea in your head, remember, everything is created from imagination. So you have to remove the limitation that you're thought to do nothing. You have to remove the limitation that your imagination does nothing because this is false. This is an illusion that they've told you so you don't embrace the power of your mind. But the truth be told, even in ancient times, the law of mentalism was so. All is mind. If you look at the building that you live in, if you look at the house that you live in, if you look at the shirt that you're wearing, you have to understand that you say, you make my brain tingle. Oh my gosh, that is such a compliment, right? So if you take a moment to really look at that, you'll see that every house that's been built first started in somebody's imagination. Everything that has ever been made was first an idea. Internal. So it came from inside. So if you want to change what the outside looks like, you have to change you. Mirror, I. You see, we keep blaming the physical matter. We keep blaming the physical realm for what's wrong, not realizing that the physical realm is just a mirror. There's a reason why Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror, was so powerful. He was tapping on something way deeper. Let me tell you something. Michael Jackson was a very deeply spiritual person, period. Michael Jackson understood the power of affirmations and would actually create affirmation tapes to help sick children. And he would have these kids listen to these affirmation tapes because he understood the power of subconscious reprogramming. You see, subconscious reprogramming is what changed my life. I was very depressed at one point in my life. I had just lost my father. I was playing basketball at the time, but I hated it. I wanted to make music. I was very depressed at the time. You know, at that time, I didn't even want to be here. But it was through subconscious reprogramming. But the person who made me aware of subconscious reprogramming was XXXTentacion. And I'm just being real with y'all. I'm just telling you my story and what has brought me here. So when I learned about subconscious reprogramming, I learned about that I don't have to be a victim to these thoughts. I don't have to be a victim to this negative emotion. Honestly, I can only feel this emotion for 90 seconds and release it. I'm not telling you not to feel. What I'm telling you is to not ponder, not sit in those emotions. Okay? And you can learn how to use these emotions for your benefit too, because emotions is energy in motion. So if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling emotional, if you're feeling a type of way, you can use that as fuel to create. Sticks is so crazy. I noticed that I drew a black cat right before I joined the mystery school. What did you say? Mental diet. Your mental diet is what you consistently take in. What do you repeatedly listen to? What do you repeatedly watch? What are you repeatedly seeing? Your environments, your words, your emotions. What is fueling your day? Let me see if I can. So I know Instagram, I know it's going to look a little weird because it's flipped, but words, images, emotions, environments. You see, this is how you change your life. I'm going to read this to y'all Instagram. It says words, images, emotion, and environments. I don't know why it doesn't let me flip, but hey, mirror it or whatever. So anyways, what words are you speaking to yourself? What words are you speaking to yourself? What words are you speaking to yourself? Okay. So the words that you speak to yourself matter. And the reason why the words that you speak to yourself matter is because I always say this. Your vocal cords are shaped like a womb. And we all know as above, so below. Right? Let me show you what I mean by that. Let me show you what I mean by that. Ooh. Hold on, y'all. Stay with me now. So your vocal cords actually look like a womb, like a bladder, right? And I bring this up because when I say as above, so below, what that means is that what's inside is gonna show up outside. What's up there is gonna show down here. What's down here is gonna, you know what I'm saying? As above, so below, as within, so without. So if you look at a picture of your vocal cords actually look a little something like this. Okay? Something like this, right? Now, that's also what your bladder looks like. This is also what your bladder looks like. So what that means is, what is a bladder? A bladder procreates. A bladder procreates. So because a bladder procreates, what that means is that your vocal cords also procreate. So what you speak about is what procreates in your physical life. That's why you have to be careful of what you entertain in your mind, what you entertain with your thoughts, what you entertain, you know. And I know a lot of y'all been facing challenges. I know a lot of y'all have been going through, oh, I'm facing my fears. How many of y'all been feeling like that? Oh, I'm facing my fears. I'm facing my fears. I know. You've been facing your fears, huh? You've been facing your fears lately. And that's a good thing. You have to run towards those things that make you scared. I feel you, girl. I've been going through the same thing. But running towards your fears actually proves that your fears weren't even real. The one thing that you was afraid of, it didn't even have no possibility of even happening. That be the crazy thing. We be having these big old fears about things that have not even a possibility of happening because of who you are and your makeup. So we be entertaining things that are false evidence appearing real. And the thing about it is, if you gonna live in a what if, why not entertain a what if that actually serves you? If you understand your ability to create. We are creators. We are creators. But I just wanted to tell you that for all my people that's been facing their fears lately, don't think that that's just going in vain. Don't think that you taking that big leap of faith was for no reason. Ooh, child, don't think that. That leap of faith that you just recently took, don't think that that was a waste of time. Don't think that that's not paying for something. Don't think that that sacrifice that you made, don't think that that's not going to appear. Don't think that, because that will be an illusion. That right there will be something funny. Whatever it is that you have faced, whatever it is that you have just conquered, just settle within your knowing. Like, you have to know. Like, everybody comment, I know. And tap that third eye. Say, I know. I know. I know. You know, I was reading something today that literally said, to decide that it's done means that there should be no fears of the enemy because it's already done. When you say that it's done, there's no reason to even entertain fear because you've already determined that it's done. And I feel like you don't value your words. I feel like when you speak of something and you say that it's done, I feel like you don't believe yourself. But the moment that you actually start to believe in the power of the tongue is when you'll start to see things really, you know what I'm saying? Like, decree it to be done and move as so. Decree it to be done and move as so. Move, like, basically saying this, right? If you say, oh, I'm hitting the gym, like I'm done, like I'm good, like I'm about to, like I'm leveling up. Okay, cool. So now move as if it's already done. Move with the swagger as if it's already done. Move with the confidence as if it's already done. Because the only thing that has to shift for it to already be done is your belief, and you have control over that. So if you have control over what makes things shift, that means that you have control over the physical reality. Mind over matter. But the thing that's holding you back is your limiting belief that you actually are in the driver's seat. And then the thing about it is that when you finally realize, oh my God, I am in the driver's seat, that's where your fear comes from. Oh my God, I am in the driver's seat, so I can't think like this, but I can't. But it's like, relax. You got it. 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 There's nothing to worry. There's nothing to fear about. Because whatever you worry or fear about, that emotion of worry and fear is what solidifies it. To have a thought, there's nothing wrong to have a thought. A thought is naturally going to happen. You're naturally going to pick up on other people's signals. You're naturally going to pick up on other people's thoughts. You're naturally going to pick up on things that you heard. Having thoughts that are not pleasing is natural. It's about what you do to those thoughts that makes them real. If you reject it, it has no power. You get what I'm saying? What creates is your entertainment to the thoughts and the ideas. Okay? You said I learned this on your course. If you have not yet, go ahead, click the link in the bio, click Mystery School, and join my Mystery School. Join my Mystery School. My Mystery School is where I teach all about the brain. I teach all about spirituality. I teach all about esoteric knowledge, history, Africa, Egypt, you know, the power of the mind, the power of the body, subtle energy, aura, you know. Somebody said 28. That's crazy. That's crazy. I heard 28. How do you reject it? Just try not to think about it. You just say that that's not you. Like, you literally reject it. Don't overcomplicate something like that. Don't overcomplicate that. You know what it is. You know what it is. Don't overcomplicate it. Your attention is your only currency. Your attention is very powerful. Don't think too much in it. Yeah, just say, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. That's not my thought. I don't want that. You feel me? I don't want that. I've been seeing 28 everywhere. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, man. And, you know, you have to know. Like, you have to make a decision that this is so. Does that make sense? You have to make a decision. That's what I realized. When you make the decision and you say, this is so, yeah. Watching from Kenya. Hey, Kenya. Hey, Kenya. So, man, the name of this live has to deal with deja vu. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I just wanted to make people more aware of how much this life is like a video game. I wanted people to really become aware of like how much this thing is like a movie. Like, you know, sometimes I just be out and about and I just be like, just something not right. Like this just don't feel real. Why does this feel like a movie? Why does this feel like a video game? Why do I feel like, you know, sometimes I be having my Truman Show moments. It be feeling like Truman Show. I be like, why does this feel like a set? What's going on? You know? And honestly, I don't think we're wrong to think that. With the way these people be moving out here, they be moving very bot-like. They be, Las Vegas? Oh, Las Vegas doesn't even feel real. Let me tell you something. Las Vegas, if you've ever been to Las Vegas, then you know what I'm talking about. Las Vegas don't even feel real. Las Vegas is the most matrixy stuff I've ever seen in my life. And you know what? I think about Vegas all the time. I'll be like, why do they keep remaking all of the most substantial spiritual monuments? Why do they keep doing that? And the reason why I feel like that is because when they remake these pyramids and they remake these, I honestly feel like Las Vegas is a portal where people who time travel jump in and out of there. I feel like that's why they have those certain monuments. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why they have them certain monuments, because people be time traveling in and out of there. Real talk. Because it's like it's like they build every monument. Every monument. Every monument. Every monument. It wouldn't surprise me. I'm just saying. You know, I'm gonna do a video on that on the Mystery School. We're gonna go deep into like that esoteric, like, you know what? Like, we gonna be going into like the deep, like spooky spirituality in the Mystery School. In the Mystery School, we finna go in spooky spirituality, yeah. Spooky spirituality. The clones and all of that. They trying to remake our original monuments to travel for. I know they traveling through it. New Orleans, Yup. Spooky, we going to the spooky side of spirituality. You know, but regardless, one thing I want to promote to everyone. I need y'all to create. Like, a lot of y'all are beautiful painters, poets. I want y'all to comment down, what do y'all do? Like, content creators. I need you to create more. If you create more art, it's going to lead to more abundance. And sometimes it's not always in a sale. Sometimes you doing the art is what generates abundance energy, and it magnetizes more opportunities for you. So creating, look at the word create. Create. 8 is the number of money. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to create more. If you make poetry, I need you to write more poetry. Who cares if nobody sees it? You got to remember, writing poetry, writing music, creating clothes that nobody sees is also putting in your 10,000 hours. It's also putting in your 10,000 hours. It's going to make you happier. It's gonna fulfill your spirit. And because you're happier, you're gonna make more money, you're gonna attract more people, you're gonna glow, you're gonna smile differently because you're expressing yourself, because you're releasing. Today's a 9 day. That's the end. That's endings. That's like, end things today. Finish some art today. Wrap some things up, close some projects off today. Today's the 18th. It's also a 3 day. So creative things that you've been doing, today's a great day to finish it. Today's a great day to finish it. But if you're an artist, it's time for you to create more art. Your art is what's going to continue to fuel up your spirit. Your art is what's going to continue to inspire other people. Your art is what's going to continue to give you that abundance of energy. You got to remember, art is also something spiritual. It's also mixing things up. It's also creating things into this physical realm. And you can use art to manifest too. You can use art to manifest too. Oh my God, I love it. The cat paws. I'm gonna charge my iPad right now and create something on Procreate. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. Because let me explain it to you, right? Look. Create. CREATE. I'll type it right here for you. Create. Look at it. Create. 8 is the number of money. Create. You want to bring some more abundance into your life? Create. Do your passion. Create more. Release more. Drop more projects. Drop more books. Drop more pictures. Drop more songs. That's how you do it. We make things so hard. Why? It's so simple. Release more. It's so simple. We overthink things and we make things way more difficult than they need to be. It's so simple. How do you get back being inspired after a period of being down and not creating? You go consume something that inspires you. All that simple. So for example, if I'm making music, I'm a music artist, sometimes I like to go watch Michael Jackson. Back in his era, his documentaries. Sometimes I like to watch the Kanye West documentary. I create. I listen, I watch, I get inspired, and then I do it myself. That's the best way to do it. I go watch a video, I go learn something. That's another thing too. A lot of y'all want to earn, but you haven't learned yet. A lot of y'all want to earn, but you haven't learned yet. You got to learn the lesson before you earn anything. You got to learn the lesson before you earn anything. You know what I mean? So you finishing the unreleased music today? Yes. I want to start selling clothes, but I don't know where to start. It can be all so simple as going on YouTube and doing the research and then doing all of them. You don't have to limit yourself to one. You could go everywhere. You could create your own website. I just want you to entertain the most biggest ideas. We shipping out this weekend. Learn which lesson, whatever lesson brings you closer to your desires. How can you find your passion? I think the best way to find your passion is to go through your childhood. I think the best thing to go through is to go through your childhood. Your childhood. You said, what do you mean by going through your childhood? What I mean by looking at the things that you loved to do as a kid. Looking at the things that you loved to do as a kid and going back to those passions. Those passions, the things that you naturally love to do, is what your heart felt called to at such a young age. A lot of those things were your purpose. But sometimes we get so derailed by life. And sometimes it takes us off of the path. But it's easy to get back connected. All it just takes is a nice time either exploring or remembering. What about if those passions don't align with your new values? Then you're in a period of exploring then. It's time to become like a kid again and go through an exploratory phase where you're literally you're literally going and trying everything. You're trying music, you're trying art, you're trying painting, you're just trying everything and see what calls you. See what calls you. See what feels good. And not judging yourself for it. And not judging yourself about it. Try everything. Let no one make you feel weird. Exactly. That's how you find out what you love. Thank you, Muhammad. How do you forgive yourself for times you didn't show up as your highest self? You were doing the best that you could at that time. Found my childhood diary, and last thing I wrote in 2006, I want to do that. So exactly. So that's what you have to keep going with. A lot of times when we're kids, that's when we know what we want the most. That's when we're most clear on who we are. Ain't that crazy? Your content is always educative and wakes a lot of people up. Keep doing your thing. Thank you. Thank you. The music is the same way. The music is the same way. These kids get out of school and start acting crazy. These kids start getting out of school and start acting crazy. Start acting crazy. The music is bomb. Thank you. I'm at a point in my life where I'm all about peace and happiness and finding my creativity. Period. That's what it should be about. It should be about trying to find the things that you love, trying to express yourself as much as possible, because those pieces of art, believe it or not, there's going to be somebody who's going to consume that later on when you're long and gone. Where's your music? You can just go on Apple Music, Spotify, and just type in Styx River. You'll find it. I got some new stuff dropping soon though. My music is also on my TikTok, that's true. Yeah, man. Those videos you made about attraction, they are so good. Just practice, it works. Yeah, magnetism. Magnetism is really true. You know, we chase after things so much, and because we chase after it so much, we create a terrible relationship with it. You know, we make it run away. But when we already show up as that version of ourselves, it gets attracted to us. You say, we play some music. Yeah, I play Valentina. You can't go wrong with Valentina. Do you have a YouTube? Yes, I do. My YouTube is Styx River. Is your ear hurting? No, I just washed my hair, so it's just y'all like my necklace? Y'all like my crystal necklace? So yeah, man, magnetism. I realize, man, I don't want to be chasing after nothing. I don't want to be chasing after nothing. I don't want to be running after nothing. I don't want to jog after nothing. I don't want to trot after nothing. I want it to come to me. That's how I know what's for me. A lot of times if you chase, you don't really know what's really for you. But when you allow things to come to you, that's when you know what's for you. It falls in your lap, you're right. Y'all make sure y'all join the mystery school, y'all. Link in the bio, click mystery school. Yeah, man. Yeah, we shipping out this weekend, y'all. We shipping out this weekend. Can I buy that pirate off you? No. When's your next class? I'm thinking about maybe the 25th. Maybe the 25th. I got your necklace, tote bag, journal. I'm excited. Oh wow, that's dope. That's dope. She's like, I'm getting some drips. Okay, so yeah, that was Valentina. That was Valentina. Man, let me tell y'all something. Do what you love to do. Don't let nobody try to stop you from doing what you love to do. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Hey, Ryan. Can I get a one-on-one for my birthday? Have you been past like this? No. Remind yourself. We're here to share our gifts with the world. I felt that in my heart. We're meant to create new things and innovate. Anyways, listen. I really believe it's important that people are focused on what they love to do. I really do feel like that's important. And I say this because I feel like we get off track of our mission. We get off track of what we're supposed to do. And a lot of times the things that we want in life is gonna come through what we love to do. But we get sidetracked by these things. Like, for example, we start chasing money. When if we did what we love to do, the money would come automatically as we are mastering our craft. I like to use people like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson. Became very, very, very rich. Like, almost like, I don't want to say by mistake, but like, they became billionaires by mistake. Maybe not Kobe, but billionaires by mistake just because they was doing what they love to do. You know? And it's like, who knows what other kind of things you could come across by mistake by doing what you love. You see, people be thinking that they can't do what they love and receive everything that they want. People be thinking that they can't do everything they love to receive everything they want. They think that I have to do this, I have to do this. Well, you're gonna have to do this because you don't ever entertain the idea that maybe you don't have to. You know, sometimes all it takes is just you to entertain the idea like a child. Sometimes it takes that childlike energy to come through to give you a whole new perspective. You know? I just be coming on here spreading my thoughts, man, because I just be feeling like we can be so narrow-minded sometimes. I be feeling like we can get so caught up in one way of thinking because somebody told us to think that way. And I just want us to have very unlimited way of thinking, unlimited, you know, like I want us to be able to entertain grand ideas because thinking big is the only way that you can ever obtain something big. You know? And you can't allow people who have such limiting and small beliefs to create fear within your spirit. You can't allow people with negative beliefs to intertwine anxiety within your spirit. That's not cool. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. You know what I mean? That's not it. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, that just weighs us down. Yeah. And you don't have to accept other people's beliefs. You know, it's so crazy. Like, people will have such, like, negative patterns and behaviors towards you. But the moment you start to choose yourself and not want to participate in those negative behaviors, it's like they get mad at you for choosing better for yourself. That's crazy. If you're not following me here on TikTok, make sure you go ahead and give me a follow. But all right, y'all. That's all I really wanted to come on here and say to y'all. That's all I wanted to come on here to say to y'all. That was fun. That was fun. Again, if you have not yet checked out my crystal shop, make sure y'all go ahead and check out the crystal shop. And if you have not yet checked out my mystery school, go ahead and check out my mystery school. The link is in the bio. Click mystery school. My mystery school is something that I created when I started really getting deep into spirituality, and I wanted to find deeper things. Like, I was tired of just the angel numbers, and I wanted to know the truth that they're not telling us about. And I started to see that I had to scavenge everywhere just to find truth. And I was like, man, this is not fair to people who are trying to find the truth and are trying to get deeper to their roots, trying to learn more about the world, learn more about spirituality, learn more about the occult, you know? And I was like, what if I just take everything I learned? I'm a Life Path 7, so I'm meant to teach spirituality. And, you know, I'm like, what if I take everything I learned and put it in one place? And what if I can build these schools up in Africa and India? And, you know, because mystery schools actually derived in Egypt. And in Egypt, they used to teach cosmology. Cosmology is the study of the stars. They used to teach sacred geometry. They used to teach, you know, worship, you know, ancestral worship. They used to teach magic. They used to teach craftsmanship. They used to have libraries filled with books. This is what the mystery school, I think it was Akhenaten. Akhenaten had a mystery school. Akhenaten. And that's what inspired the mystery school. You know, just my love for knowledge. Like, when I get off of here, like, I've literally been listening to audiobooks all day. Audiobooks all day. And the audiobook that I've been listening to is called Atomic Habits. And I'm learning about systems and habits and what things you do daily to make yourself better. Because honestly, I just feel so committed to this journey of just leveling up myself every day. And I will hope that you feel the same way. You know, how many of y'all like really just started getting into personal development and just started really getting into like learning? You're like, wow, I actually want to start learning different things. How many of y'all just started getting into that? Yeah, you know, so you know what it's like to, once you get a taste of learning something new and it changes your life, all you want to do is the same thing. You know, so I made the mystery school for people who are constantly thirsty for new knowledge. I didn't make the mystery school for somebody who's just trying to see, who's just trying to look, who just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm for the person that loves to learn. Like, that's why I say most of the people that probably join my mystery school are probably born on the 7th, the 16th, the 25th. They're probably a Life Path 7 or 11 or 22 or 33. Like, they got to be one of them higher numbers because, you know, a lot of people are not really into information. A lot of people are not really into hearing the truth. A lot of people are not really into hearing these things, and it's a shame because they should be. They should be. You know, I'm like a succulent for knowledge. Exactly. Yeah. Are you in the mystery school, Two-Face? Are you in the mystery school? You talk some, you a succulent. You know what I'm saying? I'm 22. I love your mystery school. It's life-changing. Thank you, Prosperity Roddy. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I built that website myself. Like, when I tell y'all I'm a geek, like, I'm a little geek. Like, I made that website myself. Like, I built it. And it's crazy because, let me tell y'all, when I was a kid, I used to build websites for fun. And this is why I always tell y'all got to look at what you did as a kid. Because as a kid, I was making websites for fun. Like, who does that? I was like, what, 13? Making websites for fun. 11, 12, like 13, like around there, right? Did I ever think that I would be making a website as a career? Like, no. But look at how everything always comes back around. Look at how everything's, you know what I'm saying? Look how everything always come back around. Hold on. How did you find out your life path? You add up your birthday and then you reduce it. So if your birthday adds up to 50, then your life path is 5. You know? So again, the link is in my bio. Click Mystery School. The next thing that I want to teach on the Mystery School is psychology. Psychology. I want to teach psychology, understanding people's brains, understanding human nature, understanding why people get envious, understanding why people act a certain type of way, body language, like those things. That's the next thing that I'm teaching on there. But you know, I really go deep into my studies before I teach, you know. So again, if you have not yet joined, click the link in the bio, click Mystery School. That's gonna be some of my next few videos. I uploaded a new video today. That's another thing. If you're on the Mystery School, I added a new video today under manifestation. Mystery School. I'm gonna do a video for y'all. His consciousness both resurrects and makes alive all. So yeah, I added a new video onto the Mystery School. So if you have not yet seen it, go on the Mystery School. It's under manifestation. It's about manifestation. I'm definitely needing to go do some courses, and the Discord only lets me get announcements. I can't message. That's weird. You should be able to message. Somebody said, hi, Styx River. Hi. Hi. Is life path the same as the times you return to Earth? No. I don't really think so. You should be an actor. You look famous. Thank you. Thank you, Tone. Thank you, Tone. Another thing, too, the Mystery School is really for people who are just trying to satisfy that thirst. If, you know, I always tell people, do you make websites for people? No. I always tell people too that, like, if your brain starts tingling, if your brain starts tingling because you start hearing information, that's how you know. That's how you know, like, your brain is being expanded. You're gonna start streaming. Yes, I've already started streaming. Like, I might stream tonight on Twitch at the studio session. What does it mean when your left hand get itchy? I mean, you about to get some money, bruh. Your energy today is very light and graceful. Can feel it. Thank you. Thank you. I've been reading. You should write a hardcover book. That's what I'm working on. I'm working on that now. Took it and then I leveled up. Yeah, man. I'm just so chill. Like, I want to start twitching. Somebody said, what's behind you? Words. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. But again, like I said, make sure you go ahead and join the Mystery School and start creating. Start creating, all right? Start creating, all right? I love you guys, and later. Y'all follow me on Twitch. Later. Later.